A very good day to you. I'm Hank Gross, MidHudsonNews.com. It's Thursday, November 3rd. The news today brought to you by the Galleria at Crystal Run. Mayor Joseph DeStefano called Middletown police officer Evan Barone the best of the best. Barone is the recipient of the New York State Police Officer Medal of Valor, chosen from among 300 nominees around the state. State officials were joined by police brass from around the region in honoring Barone in Middletown yesterday. Lieutenant Governor Antonio Delgado called Barone a hero for handling a violent shooting while he was on patrol on August 29, 2020.
Despite taking fire and being wounded, Officer Barone secured custody of the gunman, protecting the woman with whom he was speaking and several children and adults nearby. Officer Barone then radioed for help, applied a tourniquet to his own wound to control the bleeding, and waited for medical assistance.
I'm incredibly grateful, not only for this amazing prestigious honorable award, but grateful to be alive. Plenty of people to thank for that. Firearms instructors, the reality-based training, FTOs along the way. Without them, I don't think I'd be here.
Barone is still out of work, but welcome back whenever he's up to it, said Chief John Iwanchu.
Evan, I could not be prouder of you for everything that you have accomplished for our agency. I want you back. I want you to come back because I need officers like you protecting this community. You still have time, and whenever it is that you're ready to come back, you have my word that I'm here for you. We're all here for you.
Barone, who is 28 years old now, was on the job for just 3 years when the incident occurred. A panel discussion sponsored by NYPIRG was conducted yesterday at SUNY New Paltz to discuss Social Security and the insolvency it faces in the future. It's about protecting benefits for current and future generations, said Joe Sterling of AARP. He said there are plenty of solutions to solve the problem, but there has to be a willingness to do so.
You can increase eligibility ages. You can increase the amount people pay in. You can increase employer contributions. There's no limit. The point is, though, we have to have the conversation about what we're going to do. Something has to be done, or else this program is going to run out of money and not be able to pay the benefits people have earned. And that is the one answer that we cannot get to.
Sterling said Washington knows his trust fund is okay until 2034. But it's a giant question mark after that when there isn't enough money to pay for the benefits people have earned. Police have arrested a City of Middletown man in connection with the stabbing death of a Town of Wallkill man on Sunday. Police Chief Robert Hertman says 23-year-old DeMonte Troy Stansberry was arrested by Wallkill Detective Dane Wakefield around 9:40 on Tuesday night for allegedly killing 52-year-old Jeffrey Harris in the garage of his home at 33 Brookline Avenue in Wallkill. Police did not reveal a motive for the killing. More news right after this.
Find over 100 retailers allowing you to spend hours shopping safely at the Galleria at Crystal Run. Enjoy the big brands and the diverse selection of family-owned stores all in one location. The Galleria at Crystal Run offers dining options for everyone with Fuji 110 Grill, Allen's Mediterranean Grill, and Peru Cuisine. Discover the Mid-Hudson Valley's premier shopping, dining, and entertainment destination, the Galleria at Crystal Run. For more information, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, or visit GalleriaCrystalRun.com.
Former President Bill Clinton was at the National Purple Heart Hall of Honor in New Windsor yesterday, and he got a tour from Congressman Pat Ryan, a West Point graduate who led troops in the Middle East. Clinton was impressed with the exhibits that tell the stories of those killed or wounded in combat and had praise for Ryan.
If the voters send him to Congress from this district, he'll be the first West Point graduate ever to represent West Point in Congress.
With the election just days away, Ryan said our democracy is under threat.
And the people who were wounded in combat fighting for our democracy would want us to be fighting now here at home as we're seeing threats to voting rights, as we're seeing threats to reproductive rights. And so this all ties together. And, for me, having gone to West Point a few miles from here.
Ryan's being challenged by right-wing Republican Colin Schmidt. Clinton also stumped Wednesday with Democratic congressional hopeful Josh Riley in Sullivan County. He's in a battle with Republican Dutchess County Executive Mark Molinaro. Who killed Dawn Marino decades ago remains a mystery. The 20-year-old woman's remains were found on October 31st, 1987, in an abandoned cistern off Little York Road in the town of Warwick. Her death was ruled a homicide. 6 years earlier, on May 16, 1981, she was reported missing from outside a bar known as Rinky Dinks in Pine Island. Anyone with information about the case is asked to call state police. I'm Hank Gross, MidHudsonNews.com. The news today brought to you by the Galleria at Crystal Run.